Hello Scorpio, and welcome back to New Hope Tarot. We're going to be doing your bonus Valentine's Day reading, where we get to find out whether you will meet your soulmate or not this year. For this reading, we're going to be using 3 tarot decks and 2 oracle decks. First, we're going to find out your energy, then their energies, and then we will find out the steps that you have to take to move towards one another. Hopefully, we get to find out how you will meet and when you will meet. It has been different for everybody, so we shall see. As always, I've already meditated upon the cards and I have pre-shuffled, but I always shuffle live, as you know. So I'll go ahead and start that now. And before I get started, if this reading does resonate, please like, share, subscribe, comment. I really appreciate it. And for those who are returning, I do appreciate it. Thank you so very much. All right, let's see what we got going on here for you, my dear Scorpio. See what your energy... Oh, okay. That didn't take too long. You guys are very... you are good to go. You are ready is what I was saying. And what comes out? The manifest card. You're like, I'm manifesting. Let's go. Like, I'm ready. And then the patience card came out. And that tells me maybe you need to have a little patience. Because you are out, or maybe you have been so incredibly patient that you are anxious for this person to come into your life. That's so funny. You know, a lot of the readings suggest that, not all of them, but a lot of the readings have suggested that there has been definite strength that has been gained within the last year, and a lot of self-work that has been happening specifically in the last several months. And there has been a lot to grow out of and into. And I feel like most of the readings show this beautifully. And that gives me a lot of hope, because that means that everybody out there is really taking the effort amongst themselves to grow, become better, and taking their own power back. So that is beautiful to see. Right, let's find out what this person's energy is. Oh, fluid. I feel like this person is also being, has gone through their own specific shifts and has done their own transforming from something dark to something much better. I'm getting the sense that this person has probably dealt with somebody that manipulated them in some way, shape, or form. Maybe they manipulated them or their money or their status. Maybe they wanted them for their status. Basically, they weren't wanted for them. They were wanted for something they had, is the energy that I'm getting. Your cards, by the way, are just like bloop, coming out. Like, this person's card came out gently. You're just like, I'm ready. Let's go. It's so funny to me how how the energies work. Yours is, well, I got to get 3 cards, but the 2 of Swords in reverse is the very first card that came out. And what this is basically telling me is that you're very clear-minded about what it is you want. Period. Like, you are very clear-minded. Like, you're like, no, this, like, you're so, I have nothing else from this card except that you are very clear about the kind of individual you want in your life, the kind of partner that you want. And you're very, what's the word I want to use here? You're very, stubborn's not the word, but that's the word that's coming to mind. You're very indignant about it. Like, you're like, no. Look, I imagined a 5-year-old child just stomping their feet like, I don't want that teddy bear. That teddy bear is green. I want a blue one. Like, that's what I'm seeing. Thank you, my angels. That's what they're giving me. Like, you're not going to settle. You don't want to settle for something that's close to what you want. You want what you want, period. It can't get any clearer than that. Then we have the Hierophant, which tells me that you have gained a lot of knowledge in not to say that you weren't knowledgeable before, not saying that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that you've gained even more knowledge in the past several months. And it's allowed you to be very clear-minded. It really has. And then I'm seeing, then the last card was the Ace of Pentacles, which is prosperity, and most for sure, new beginnings. So how to get closer to your person by looking at these cards is maybe when you're manifesting, be very clear about what it is you want. And try to collect the knowledge about how to properly manifest. Again, be clear-minded. And of course, this isn't for everybody because a lot of you might already know how to manifest. But it's suffice to say that it's a good idea to remember that when you are manifesting and you say, this is what I want, but then the next day you go back and you tell the universe again, oh, this is what I want, and it's slightly different, that the universe does go back and restart that, right? So it's like placing an order at a restaurant and you tell them something and they didn't get it right. And you're like, oh, no, I changed my mind. I'm going to have this instead. Or the same thing, but it, slightly different. Well, they're going to have to take that back, and then they're going to have to readjust it, and then your order goes back to the beginning of the line, right? So the same thing with manifesting. So what I'm going to suggest is write down exactly what it is you want, and when you are trying to do your manifestations, read off of that to make sure that you're not adding any more or taking anything away, and that it is consistent. Because if you are very clear about what it is you want, then you want to be very, very clear to the universe, all right? Because otherwise it's just going to delay that timing. And rest assured that you are gonna come towards new beginnings. And because this is for the what to do to go towards them, I feel like you should try new things. Maybe take a class with this knowledge card. Take a class in And anything, really, anything that's going to expand your horizons, anything that's going to give you knowledge that you just didn't have the day before. It could be something silly. It could be a pottery class. It could be a cooking class. It could, it could be, going to the library and learning and taking a class there. It could be something or even going to the library and checking out a self-help book, anything, because I feel if you are allowing new opportunities, this is going to allow you to open up the road and the chances of meeting this person. Or now we're going to get some energies for this person and what they're like, and what they need to do to move toward you. They are the King of Swords. This card just spun around 360. I placed it down and it turned around completely, a full 360. So I placed it down and it went all the way around again. This is somebody that is very intelligent. I feel like they're very logical. And I feel like this is probably why they were in such a haze for such a long time, because the person that they were with were completely irrational, and it took away their strength in a way. Like they manipulated them in a way that they didn't see it. They just didn't see it coming. But this person they like their routines. They are, they're not detached. That's not the sense that I'm getting. The sense that I'm getting is that they have let go of things that doesn't serve them. And they will analyze something before making a full decision. They're very logical. They're very rational. I really like this person. And they're rational and like they don't make any like rash decisions. And even though it is the King of Swords, which is typically more on the faster side, I'm not getting that energy from them. I'm not seeing that they're slow either. I feel like they have a very steady pace about them. They don't take too long to analyze a situation, because I feel like they are very clear in how they see things now that they're no longer in this fog. But they do take time to, like, this person has no problem saying, you know what, I need to take a moment. Let me think about this, and then let's revisit this here in just a bit. But I need to really take my time and consider what you're saying, consider these options, and then get back to you so that I am being fair about my decision. That's the kind of person this person is, or the kind of personality this person has. Then we have the Hangman. But it's the energy, again, like they have no problem taking time out and just kind of saying, you know what, I need a moment. I need to enlighten myself about how I'm truly feeling, how I really feel about this, and then consider all of these options. I don't feel like they stay there for very long. I just feel like they just like, okay, well, just give me a moment, and then I'll be right back. I'll be right back to you. Then I have the 9 of Pentacles, which is, I feel like this person has money. I really do. And I mentioned that earlier, like they were taken advantage of, possibly not because that they were really liked for who they were, but because they might have money, right? Or whatever status that they might have. I said that at the very beginning. That was the energy that I was getting from the person that, the relationship that they had before. You might be dealing with a Virgo. Is really what I'm getting here. Maybe a Taurus. For sure, Earth. But I'm getting major Virgo here. And I'm getting some water. So this could be a Virgo that has water in their charts. Or, I'm shuffling the wrong deck. I have to shuffle the clarification deck. A Virgo that has water in their charts, possibly Cancer, Scorpio. Or Pisces. But I feel probably Pisces is what I'm getting. But this person is very clear-minded. Their third eye chakra is quite open. I feel like this person is going to see you from a mile away. But the steps really that they have to take to come toward you is maybe not necessarily be so structured in their dealings with you or in their dealings. So let's just say, for instance, they have to go, or they're invited somewhere, and they take time to really decide, oh, do I really want to go, blah 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 blah. That's some of the stuff, like the stuff that they normally do, because they're so King of Swordsy, right? Oh no, I need to think about it, and I really feel like they have to, because they are so structured. I feel like they have to go more with the flow of life, and I think that will come in time with this person, but for right now, that's where they're at. And then I also feel that they have to sacrifice some of their time, and I don't mean that in a bad way. What I mean by that is some of their time alone, and be around others, so that the opportunities to come to you become more vast. Just like you had the Ace of Pentacles, right? You had to open up those opportunities. I feel like this person, because they do like their routines, they need to kind of have to get outside of those routines, and they have to let go of some of the stuff that they do, some of their rigidity, I'm going to say, Not to say that they're overly rigid, but I do feel like there's definitely some, they're not rigid in their way of thinking, but they are rigid and not overly rigid, but they are rigid in some ways to how they approach their everyday routines. And I do feel like this person is a hard worker, so they might have to let loose again, let go of some of the routines. You know, they have to let go of not necessarily working so hard, but if they're going to work hard, they might as well play hard. Those are some of the things that they have got to do to work, to get towards you. But I do see that their third eye really is open quite wide. And they do see things fairly clearly. And I do see that they see you coming. Then we have the Two of Pentacles that is giving clarification here. And this is a decision that, or choices that need to be made. Whether, and I really do feel that this has to do with taking this journey with one another. Then we have the Death card in reverse, and this Death card in reverse is really telling me that I feel like you've already let things have died out. Not when I say you, I mean the both of you have let things die out, and I feel like you're wanting to give this a chance. Because again, I feel like I just feel like the two of you are opposites but the same. Like both of you are very fluid in your way of thinking, but the approach is slightly different. You're definitely more go with the flow, they are not. But I feel like this is really going to help the two of you. Is really what I'm getting here. Then we have the Hangman in reverse, funny enough. And I feel like you guys are going to let go of I'm getting like the Fool energy. I feel like you guys are going to let go of all the strings that are attached to you. Like the things that are keeping you, that are holding you back from jumping in. The fears, I don't, whatever is holding you back, I feel like you guys are going to have an impulsive action and just go for it. I don't know what's going to happen, how it's going to shake up, but I love the fact that this person who is so structured, right? And this is what we've been talking about. This person is so structured and so a little bit on the rigid side. And then what do I see? I see that this person is being impulsive. Like I feel like they're going to take a risk with you. And look at that, the Magician. The Magician is the manifester, and that would be you, right? So you're the manifester. So I feel like this person has decided once he does jump in, or they jump in, and it could be he, she, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I don't care what they are. The person decides that they are going to jump in. I feel like this connection is magical. That's not what the magician means. But that's what I'm getting. Like, you are a gift to them. And you were brought to them for a reason, is how they see it. They really do see. Remember, I said that this person, their third eye chakra is very open. And they really do see that they see you for what you are. For all of that you are. You're good, you're bad, you're everything. And they love it. They absolutely think that you're absolutely magical. And they see you as such. They see you as something they desire to be around all the time. The other card that just came out is the Emperor. Well, there you have it. This person they want something stable. And I feel like you do as well. You want something stable. You want structure. When I say you, I mean the two of you. As a couple, that's what you want. That's what you want. Something very, very balanced is what I'm getting here. Something incredibly balanced. Something very beautiful. Something that gives both of you groundedness. I love this for you guys. As far as how you will meet, they're not giving me anything. I think this is fate, and I feel like divine timing is coming up here with this Magician card. But it is going to happen. And then as far as, that's when you will meet. Sorry. As far as how you will meet, I feel like it's going to be you might be introduced by perhaps maybe an older man or somebody in higher status is what I'm getting here. But all the cards not all the cards, most of the cards are pointing to, no, actually all the cards are pointing to yes. Because the Death in reverse is a yes. Although his Hangman was a no. But out of all of them, I feel like the majority of them are yes. So I definitely feel like it's definitely going to be this year. As far as let's see if we can narrow this down to a time frame. I'm getting 2 to 4 months. So April to June is what I'm getting. I'm also seeing because the Hangman did come up twice, I'm seeing the 12th, because they are number 12 in the major arcana. So I'm going to say maybe the 12th of one of those months. But just pay attention, or maybe at 12 o'clock, or anywhere between 12 and 1 o'clock, or something to that extent, during those months. So if you have an appointment around, a 1 o'clock appointment, let's just say, or an appointment that's from 12 to 1, make sure, like pay attention to those little synchronicities, because I feel like those are the kind of things that are going to be coming up for you guys. I'm also seeing some water, so I don't know if you live near water. Maybe you can meet near water. Maybe you're going somewhere like on a cruise or something. Or maybe a friend has a boat and you guys are gonna, I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna, they're not telling me much. I'm trying to pull out cards, but they're not telling me anything else. I don't know if you can hear me shuffle. I am. They're not giving me much. All they're telling me is yes, you will meet. And the last card that I just pulled out is the World card. And I just said cruise and I just said going out on a boat. And this could also be, when you're traveling, because the World card could be about travel as well. So thank you, my spirits. They're specifying that some of you very well could meet near water or on during traveling. It could be for work. It just could be for fun. It doesn't specify, but and it's not tied strictly to cruise. It's just travel, because I'm also seeing some air. I'm seeing a bird, which could be a flight. Maybe you'll meet him on a flight. Just little things that I'm seeing here that could be indicators of when you're going to meet this person. All right, my lovelies. I hope you did enjoy this reading, my dear Scorpio. I really do hope you enjoyed this reading, because this was a lot of fun. I really enjoy your reading. I love that this person just is like, all right, I'm just going to jump on in. It's not what I typically do, but I'm going to risk it for Scorpio. I love that. And way to manifest. I really love this. All right, this was your bonus reading for Valentine's Day. I hope it did resonate. Bye.